Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you at Midday Money. Although it's a little early here before the noon hour on a Saturday. That's because we have noon college football. And next week we'll have noon college basketball. We'll have some college basketball actually on Monday. So there's that. All right. Before we jump into everything here, be sure to hit the like button. Support the show. Why wouldn't you support the show? It's hitting the like button. Twitter, you give me a follow there. Mr. Sean Higgs. I'm going to put some stuff here in the comment section. Again, you can support the show. Hit the like button. You can support the show. Become a premium YouTube member. $4.99. Get a bunch of premium picks that I have. You can buy a daily pass. There you go. It's $30. With the promo code, it comes out to $24. Just today, you're going to get what? About a dozen college football, I guess, 10, 11 college football. I did throw up a couple hockey games for today, so you don't want to miss out on that. Let's get the picks up here in the chat. College football first in the chat. You know what? I'm not even going to put the NFL for tomorrow. It'll be scrolling underneath for you. But college football is up. Let's post it here in the video. Again, Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter. I'm going to tweet those out for you there. Come give me a follow. All right. Let's real quick on the recap. Right? Because there's not really much to recap. I mean, should I do the recap or should I wait a second for the recap? Whatever. Little recap. Yesterday, Boston College, doggy outright. Boom. 31-24 plus 450 in the video. And that was a wrap there, right? We didn't have nothing else. There was no NFL. Told you I kind of like the Bulls and the Pacers in the NBA. Didn't play anything. 2 hockey games. No, thank you. All right, let's get to noon football for those who want to just jump on something at 10 minutes before a game kicks off, and a game that I probably don't have anything on. That's just the way it is, right? I mean, some days we like games. Well, not some days. Some games we like, and some we don't. And I do have a 3-pack of noon action going up, but you're going to get that here because you came in early. So that's why, at least, listen, you're going to get 3 of my premium plays right out of the gate here. So why wouldn't you hit the like button? You filthy animals, as our guy Kevin in Home Alone says. All right. Nebraska, Michigan State. 0 thought on this game. I mean, how about a 34 total here? I'd say I want to lean Nebraska just based on the line, but I mean, do you really want to bet on Nebraska here? Detroit Lenny would be happy because I say it takes Sparty. At least there'll be payback for this atrocious Michigan State season with college hoops right around the corner because they're going to be good. Again, you want to bet this game? I'm leaning Sparty, but again, did not bet it. Notre Dame and Clemson. I've done free pick videos on this most of the week, and if you have a premium of me, you know that we have. Again, I'll give these out for you now because I'm sure people aren't going to come in and buy 3-pack picks. But Notre Dame and the under is what I bet. Tennessee and UConn. Now, I want to say over here. I don't trust Milton laying a 35 spot. Is that a joke? I know Connecticut's not a good program. A lot of hype last year, right? What is there to say? Back to reality. Again, I'll be happy when basketball season gets here, Husky fans. Yeah, I want to go over this total because I think UConn could score a little bit. I do. I want to say over to 54. Did I bet this? Heck no. College basketball? Yeah, I might be interested in this game. I might be interested in Tennessee in this game. Tennessee basketball. Not laying 35 with Tennessee basketball, but I would, a lot of hype on UConn. UConn's going to be a good squad. K-State and Texas. Again, we talked about this yesterday on the shows. I like K-State here. Texas is going to run the ball, backup quarterback. K-State's feisty, although this is a big step-up competition. How about an under? How about an under here as well in this Texas game? A&M and Mississippi. Mississippi is a top 10 team. The lines come down from 5 to a 3 to a 2. I hope you have A&M. outright. Arkansas and Florida. I like Arkansas, and I was doing Ross and Jesse, we were doing the show and we are talking about this game. And yeah, Florida at home. I get it. Arkansas. You look at the Arkansas games, and you're like, good grief, Charlie Brown. Right? One, two, three, four, five, six in a row. The last game, 7-3. Right? Loser there. Yeah, and I said to take Mississippi State in that game. Again, touchdown from Arkansas, who had lost again 5 in a row. All close games. Lose by a touchdown, lose by 3, lose by 12, lose by 7, lose by 3. Close games. Even the 12 wasn't as bad as that was. You got a bye week. You're kind of rested. You've been battling all these games. You're right there in those games. And granted, when you go on losing streaks, it's 'cause bad teams. You're not making a play. That being said, do I want to lay here with Florida? I'm not. Florida against over Tennessee? Sure, we were all over Florida in that spot against a ranked team. Kentucky, right? We said take Kentucky there. Don't jump on Florida. Everybody was excited about Florida after the Tennessee and Charlotte wins. I don't see it. I think Arkansas wins this. This was close to being a premium play today. Not gonna lie, I thought about it a lot. I thought about just throwing a money line out there. Maybe I should have. Whiskey and Indiana. Again, I think I would lean Indiana. Didn't bet it for the noon people here. Jacksonville State, South Carolina. Jacksonville State for me would be the only way to look. Getting a big number. South Carolina in defense. Huge game for Jacksonville State, right? Big step up. It's like a Super Bowl type game for them, right? We're playing now the SEC. South Carolina's in at 2-6. The concerns me here though for South Carolina is like, you know what? As bad as our season's been, we could possibly win out and make a bowl game here. I still don't trust them playing 15. I don't care if it's against Jacksonville State or Ohio State. I don't care who they're playing. Uh, Jacksonville State. Campbell Camels, North Carolina. Do I want to lay 40? How about a team total with North Carolina if you really want to jump into that noon game? And Rutgers, Ohio State, give me the under here. I sort of lean a little Rutgers, but it's when they step up in class, it's usually this is where they get hurt. They're building the program. That being said, I would go under here because this game could easily be, I don't know, 23-6. You look at the Ohio State defense. I mean, 24-10, 20-10, 41-7. That was against Purdue, and Rutgers a little better than Purdue. I don't think they get to 41. 37-17 at home. Maryland's a little better offense. 17-14 Notre Dame. Western Kentucky 63-10. Outlier, you know. Uh, Rutgers O defense 14, 24, 24, 3, 31. That's at Michigan 31-7. 16, 7, 7. So, and under here for sure. And I think that's it for the noon games. Hope you're happy with the noon action rundown. My plays for today. Now we could do a today's games. Today's games for you. And what's that? About 8:35 mark. Here we go. 31-24 plus 450. We like the Clemson under, as I mentioned, 44.5. These lines could have changed because we put these out early. Early, right? To come out a little early. Here we go. I don't even have them scrolling. I got the wrong banners up here. Wrong banners up. That's why I'm not looking at the comments. I'm looking at the games. So Clemson under 44.5, Georgia over 55.5, Alabama over 61.5. The teaser Tuesday picks were A&M plus 10, K-State plus 11.5, and Mizzou plus 22.5. There you go. There you go. There is no, I mean, NFL, NBA, NHL, all scrolling underneath. There's nothing going on today. This NBA ridiculous in-season tournament, that's a whole another show I can do. 5 games into the season, let's have a tournament. What a joke. The NBA, what the heck are you doing, bro? This is like USFL type crap. It's ridiculous. Another reason, no betting allowed early. I mean, thank goodness for college hoops on Monday. And that's coming from the guy who's 7-1 in NBA to start to see. I'm 7-1 my NBA picks. I don't want to bet this nonsense. This is a joke. Absolute joke. I don't ask me about NBA, especially on a college football Saturday. Please don't. Hockey. Last time I came in here, I took it on the chin like I was freaking Rocky fighting Clumber Lang in his first fight. Holy cow, 0-4 with the hockey. Today, though, I did post on the site 2 plays. I will give you one. It'll be the Squarest play of the day here with the Penguins puck line plus 105 over San Jose. So there is that. Let's get to the comments. Yeah, everybody is here on a Saturday. Then we'll get on with our lives. This is me. Look at this handsome guy. Hi, Sean Higgs. Good to see you. Michael B is in the house. Hello. There's some pics from the college football stuff. All right, here we go. Michael B. Good night. Only but the Warriors live. Money line plus 150. Curry game winner. Never in doubt. Golden State money line. Jason's in the house. Good morning, Jason. Feel like Texas K-State is a trap game, like a Texas home, but getting mixed feelings from the market. I think the market is a public play on Kansas State, so you'd want to maybe play on the long homes there. I'm on Kansas State just because again, like the thinking here, what backup quarterback? You're not going to really throw him out to the wolves here and start chucking it all over the place. K-State can be a little dangerous. 34-27 last year, 22-17 the year before that. 69-31 is a blowout, 27-24, 19-14, 40-34 overtime. There was all Texas wins, 6 in a row, 24-21. K-State back at 2016, 23-9, 23-0. K-State, 31-21. So nothing really crazy. Again, the line is just, we're at a field goal, under a field goal, maybe plus a field goal, right around those numbers. Again, blew out BYU last week. Does that really count? Slovis was terrible. Murphy again, 16-25, threw a pick. Is that more of just kind of out muscling a BYU team? Again, it's tough just saying let's go K-State money line here because when they usually step up, they usually have a little bit of a problem. But again, I bet K-State. You don't have to bet. Here's the thing, Jason. Like you said, I'm getting mixed feelings. Don't play the game. You don't have to play. You don't have to play. Michael B. UFC top play today. Petroisen minus 105 for 3 units. Fernandez plus 165. Portirio ISD. What's that? So that's a split decision right there. Plus 105. I do not love this card, but there you go. Normally, Mike comes in on like a Monday with UFC, so he was thinking about it. College football, Vatech plus a 10, Iowa State minus 2.5, K-State in Arizona. What do we got here for the Hokies of Virginia Tech against Louisville? All right, you got a 10 on that one. Louisville's. How about Louisville? I don't think these guys are in 7 games. I got to go to my in-season, my preseason banner and be like, give me an under in this game or this team, right? New coach. I know he had his whole Purdue crew with him. Good for them. Good for them. Iowa State against Kansas. I get it. K-State. Arizona against UCLA. You know what I've said about UCLA most of the year, right? Kind of an under team. Defensive. Total has moved here. I would say more under. I mean, I had Arizona State last week against Oregon State. This one here, I don't hate it at a +3. I don't hate it. Mike says, what are my thoughts on Mid-Tenney versus New Mexico State? I mean, what are my thoughts? I have no thoughts here on this. Everybody's betting New Mexico State. Do we go with the Aggies here? Do we take the Aggies with everybody else? I want to take Mid-Tenney. How about Mid-Tennessee? Excuse me as I sneezed off sound there. You watch it live. I don't know. Mid-Tennessee to me. Not going to bet it. What brings you to that game, Michael? Virginia, Georgia Tech. I want to bet Virginia off of the Tech beating Carolina outright. Yeah, that's, I don't mind angles like that, right? You're off a monster win. Where else do you go but down? But here you go. I mean, Virginia. What happened last week? You nearly pulled out an upset after knocking off North Carolina. So I understand the thinking there, but both of these teams have wins over North Carolina. I mean, I get it. I get that thought process there. And then you throw on top of that not only Virginia beat North Carolina, then they nearly beat Miami. How about an over? I mean, that's a big over, 56 on these teams. I'd go over, right? Take the over. Take the over. Be happy, Mike. James is in the house. Welcome. Chris Tatum's in here. What do you say, fella? Also, if you haven't already, 15 minutes into the show, we do have a poll question up on the YouTube channel. So you can go check that out on Winning Free Picks. Go to Winning Free Picks if you're on Sean Higgs or PMP. I know there are a couple people watching on both channels, so you could jump in there and give it a vote. Voting costs you nothing. You go in there and pick a team. You say you like Washington, you like USC. Real simple. 12 votes. That's all we got. You know what? I don't hate that. I have 12 votes and 11 likes on the video and a dozen people watching. So I guess that's good. That's good ratio right there. That's good. Everybody seems to be involved in the show. All right, the truth is in the house. Big bet on A&M and Oklahoma today. Little Aggie and Sooner action from the truth. Antoine, I'm back live today. There you go, Anton. Good to see you. I also like Maryland and Baby Tua. I don't hate that spot right there against Penn State. Penn State's got Michigan on deck. They didn't look good last week. I bet them last week. I thought Penn State would. All right, we lose, but this is who we do. This is what we are. We crush crappy teams like Indiana. Let's win this one, 50-7, and get our boosters happy again. Maryland could score a little bit. I know Penn State's defense is, I think, pretty good, and we saw Maryland at Ohio State and how that game turned out. But I have to take the 8 here, 8.5, whatever it is. King D's in the house. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. We're hanging in. Anton says, at work in D.C., I can't bet any early games, any late games, or late hidden gems for me. So, late action. I mean, all right. So, what's late for you? Because you're at work, so you can't get anything down. Listen, if you're watching on a video, how can't you get down? You're on your phone. Let's go. It's late. You need night action? Night games? I mean, Georgia over. I think you're in a good spot there. I think Oregon covers. I just mentioned that mid Tennessee line looks a little interesting there. Iowa State over Kansas. I mean, Michigan's I think going to put up 60 today. Over in the Rice game, 58.5 versus SMU. Washington. I want to say the Washington USC game. I want to take the under. I do. I want to go under that game. I want to go under. Oh, we got LSU in the over later. How about a little Colorado's at home. There we go. It's another over kind of game you look into there against Oregon State with that crew. With that Buffalo crew. Yes, hit the like button. Captain Brisenhouse, good to see you. I wouldn't want to be Mizzou. Last time Georgia came out as number 2 in college football poll. They put the wood to Tennessee, if I remember correctly. This Georgia team, 43-20, 37-20, 51 versus Kentucky. Here comes the Georgia team everybody thought was, not that good. I like the over. Again, 15 some of the points, Mizzou. You think you have a shot, right? Because they put up 30. I mean, their last games, 34, 38, 39, 38, 34, 30, 35. And off a bye week, you think, yeah, I think they could score a little bit, but give me the over. Give me the over, and I will be happy. Locking in with the King. It's funny. I saw your video. Well, his birthday's tomorrow as well. I thought you needed ideas for anniversary. I do. Anniversary was the week before. That was the 22nd. So they're close by. They're close by. And as I had to blow my nose, with them being close, King, I try to if we're gonna go out and do something, I'm not gonna do like 1-1, right? We'll just go out and do one. I mean, I got kids. my mom's down here. It's not like we have. If we do something, it's gonna be like family orientated, whether it's our birthdays or in this case anniversary. So I need something really. I mean, we went out for our anniversary. It was nice, but I'm still trying to figure something really good to do. I got something planned. She could hear me through the walls, so wanted her listening to me. Michael B. I see is inside the distance for MMA. Okay, I thought I see SD. I'm thinking split decision, but it's inside the distance. All right. So that's finishing him off before your rounds. I get it. Patera has to sub him or knock him out. TKO his opponent. I think KO's him. You get that plus 165. Pacherio, not really a submission guy. Again, talking different languages to me here with this UFC stuff, Mike. Shout out 3-0 in one of the three player props. I said 2-1 in the other props. First half, Bam had 8 points, needed 10. Listen, 3-0 in the one set. Were they okay? So that's a win. It's still, even though you went 2-1 in the one parlay, 3-0 takes it, and you get a good return on that, right? Good day. Michael B. Someone is out for miss. The line just went from 3-1 on A&M. Interesting. Lauren, good afternoon. Today I like Georgia over. Yes. Okie State. Yes. Marshall moneyline. And on the ice, the Wings in regulation. All right, so I got the other games we talked about. The Marshall one, I got real no thought on. Let's go to the ice and see some Red Wings versus Boston in regulation. I like it. Go for a little bigger payday versus Boston. And of course, I said the other day when Boston played, I grabbed some Toronto there. One of my 0-4 losers here. I had Toronto, what was it, minus 110. I had 2 even monies and the Jets at plus money. That's the video. That's the video stuff. What am I going to do? Shout out Maxey, 33.5 rebounds, points, assists. Mitchell, first half, 8.5 rebounds, points, assists. John Collins, 11.5 points, rebounds, assists. So shout out. If these are a 3-piece, is this like a 3-piece parlay or are these just individual threes? Because I know you put them up 3 at a time and you went 3-0 and 2-1. I wasn't sure if you were combined 5-1 or if these are 3 teamers you throw in for a big payday. I know you said it before. I just forget sometimes. I apologize. Locking it with the King. King D Sports Betting. 3 plays for today in college football includes a 7 unit. All right, he's going for it. He's anteing up. 7 units. Shout out says Horton Tucker over 5.5 assists. Katie over 1.5. Block steals. Rudy 26.5 rebounds, points, assists. Here we go. What is everybody's thoughts on? All right, so Booker is that. That's why you're going with the Sun action there. What is up with this ridiculous freaking tournament, man? What is terrible? Locking up to King Higgs. You got me, man. We're doing dinner and a movie. All she wants is drink margaritas. There you go. That's fun for you. Press me ready to let loose. There you go. Oh man, my wife did that. She had like a little pump. She'd pump during the day. We'd have like a freezer full of those little things. I'm sure your wife had the little pump. So you had like a row of this frozen milk, like a pumping machine. It's fabulous. Good days when the kids were little. Good days. 3-team parlays on these. All right, shout out. So good. Listen, you hit the 1 3-teamer. And I say something about the parlays, right? Best way to go 3-1, 14 parlay, whatever, and insert any amount of games and just put a loss in there. But when you cash the 1, and again, as long as you're keeping them the same, shout out, I'm just say like, say $25, whatever, $10. Even if you hit 1 or 2, if you don't get carried away, and it's listen, to have a bankroll, you got to eventually kind of up your bet size. And I had this talk with cats in Vegas who like, oh, you should be betting. I don't know. I mean, 10 to 25 in parlay is one thing. I'm not going from 3,000 to 30,000 on games. That's a huge. I like the way I live, but on a parlay, if you're hitting these little guys and building a little bit, you have to be a little disciplined in them because again, parlays, the teasers, long run losers. You got the discipline shot out, and if you go 1-1 in parlays every day, you'll be all right. I mean, 1 and 2 even. You even got to have the management that. Again, I'm not a huge parlay guy, so I don't know everybody's parlays are different. There's boosts, there's odds depending on who's in there, what the pluses and minuses are. Yeah, right. The little the little bags of milk. Uh, I do 25-40. That's a max rate. There you go. And again, you're going to hear, oh, you got to scale up, and if you're hitting these, and listen, uh, I think people, and this is not just pointing at shout out here, just in general, the general public does not have the discipline to grind away and build bankroll slowly from 25 to 40 to 90 to 100. Oh, look at this. I just won X amount. I'm going to go from 20 to 250 because I won some crazy parlay. I can do it again. Not the case. I mean, I had cats come in here say they've been 3-9 parlays. That, oh, man, you're not real. You don't bet 3. Where had they been? If you're betting 3-9 parlays and winnings, you'd pop in here and be rubbing on my face every day. Look at this. You still need some self-control. Michael B. Miles Turner over 8.5 rebounds. No parlays. He's center for the Pacers. Hornets give second most rebound to centers. Turner has hit this his last 3 times he's faced the Hornets. All right. See, that would be one. I'm going to write this one down because it's just a one spot as opposed to a 3-piecer. So I want to, again, I'm not writing this down. I'm not getting into player props. Please, I'm doing college basketball. I have 11 games so far, and I'm looking at another 4 I wrote down. 3 I wrote down, 1 with a question mark. So it looks like a 15-piece on Monday already for college hoops. Michael says Arkansas 14-0. Already, Arkansas to a fast lead here. How, is it really 14-0? Like 10 minutes into the game? Ross was fired up yesterday, worried about his blood pressure. Yeah, Ross comes out a little bit. Oh man, that's a fun show. Me, Ross and Jesse. That's a good little one we do. If anybody knows, I do. Jesse Show, Ross Benjamin. Again, we're all on PNP together, but Ross is a Winner Circle channel on YouTube, and we do a live show, just Friday's live show. Otherwise, we just do a free pick show a couple of the days a week on Tuesday, Wednesdays. And you guys know how I am. If you've ever seen Ross or Jesse, their personalities and how they come across as betters and handicappers, it's a good one. Bryce says, I'm from Arkansas. They will mess us up somehow. Don't say that, Bryce. Don't say that, Bryce. Come on. It's been a tough year. But here's the thing with this. And I don't want to compare this to, it's going to sound like I said. It's going to sound bad. You're losing close games in the SEC, right? So this is kind of like when your mid-major basketball programs go out on the road, your Long Beach States, and back in the day, they'd go play a bunch of big power schools and lose kind of games, and kind of like the MAC in college football where they go and play good schools and maybe be competitive in game, can pull it out, but it's kind of like, oh, it's going to build us down the road. We're going to, whatever, kind of build you up a little bit, losing to a better team. You're losing these kind of close games, one after another. And then in the game you're supposed to win against Mississippi State, you guys kind of wet the bed. But at that point, it's like, what else can go wrong? You're just out of gas after 6 in a row. You get a week off, shake things up a little bit. Florida is not this isn't vintage Florida down here. This isn't, the college football landscape has totally changed. This isn't Florida, it's like Miami Hurricanes. This isn't the 80s or 90s or early 2000s for them. It's definitely not that for Florida. You can beat this team. You're in all those games. It's got to come down to like, oh, we got to fix, we need this one little thing, couldn't get it. But that's what a young team is. I think you guys are going to be really good next year. Next year's a team I said I like them today. Next year's this team I want to get on. This is a good building year. Loses some close ones. Come on. That's the old dog in you, as they say. Or in this case, a hog. Shout out says, Brooks under 103 yards rushing. I don't even know who Jonathan Brooks plays for. Who's Jonathan Brooks? I don't even know who he is. Shout out. You have to know. I do not know players in a lot of sports. Baseball, I like, baseball, I know some guys because I like baseball. NBA, kind of know uh, the kind of older stars or whatever. I can't name a hockey guy. Texas running back. Oh, for Longhorns, that's who it is. Under 103. I don't. I would say over just because I think you're going to get a heavy dose of them. You're going to get a heavy dose, so I think I have a chance to go over that. Oklahoma State. I like the dog here, man. This is, Oklahoma. We talked about Rush yesterday. We were going off on this game, and I said to him, I said, this Oklahoma team, you want to talk about? Well, you because we were talking about the Kansas game against Iowa State, and I said, you're coming off a loss to Kansas. You almost lost to Central Florida. You almost lost to Texas. Like this Oklahoma team, you talk about like playing with fire, kind of like coming up to bite you in the butt. You pulled out a win at Texas. You did it again in USC. You're playing down a little bit. You get caught in Kansas. Now you're playing Oklahoma State, who you've owned in this series. You've owned it. You destroyed them. It's the last one. This isn't. I like Oklahoma State since the quarterback change, and I had them. I had freaking K-State with Oklahoma coming out of bye. Oklahoma State rather. I'm like, this Oklahoma State team's terrible. What are we doing here? It doesn't look good. And they beat them. And then they beat Kansas. And they beat West Virginia. And then they beat Cincinnati. This isn't the early return team that we saw, like what we saw out of the first couple weeks. Right? We see guys, quarterbacks hurt. It's a different animal. Give me the Cowboys here. Last battle them at home. You've played 3 games where not down to the wire. Well, sort of down to the wire games. I mean, 3 kind of tough games. Now you got another one here versus a team that's the little brother. Give me this. Give me the Cowboys. All right. So Clemson under 44.5. Georgia over 55.5. Bam over 61.5. There you go. Teaser Tuesdays. Again, these lines are based on the Tuesday lines that we got here. So again, the college football teaser is a 7-point teaser plus 130 over at Caesars. The NFL teaser is a 9-point teaser minus 115 from MGM. But there's that. There's that. All right. I'm out of here. Happy Saturday. College hoops on Monday. NFL tomorrow. I'm doing pretty good in NFL. Hit that poll question on the way out here. Or actually, don't hit it because I'm just ending the poll. Everybody likes Washington today. Washington is the winner of the poll. 64% of the chat is on Washington. 17 votes. Not bad. 17 votes, 14 likes. Good job. Good job, people. I'll take it. I will see you all tomorrow for NFL Sunday. Thank you for watching.